Hey guys, it's your boy Fanaki Mamba. We're in the building, man. We're in the building, man. You don't know mess with us. We're in the building, man. We Forex Chasers we're representing the street. Just make sure, man, that you don't forget to click the like button, you subscribe, and you share with your friends at home. And you can also drop a comment to say what you think about this video as a whole, as I'm giving you the whole perspective as to what is that happened on Nasdaq yesterday, 15:30. So, and how was my overview before the market and after the market, the 15:30. So, I'm just going to be showing you the whole process and taking you through with me in the whole journey. So, guys, let me just remove everything here. So, guys, I just want to take you through and show you everything. So, guys, one of the most important things that I first do on my 15-minute time frame is that I draw my key areas here. So you can see that we have my support. Sometimes it all depends on the preference at that time. Sometimes I draw them on my H1 time frame. It all depends on preference at that time as to which one do I find to be more valid and realistic for me. So you can see that I have my key areas here, of which you can see that price has been respecting this key area here for quite a time, as you can see. So now I can also draw my key area here. I can also draw my key area because you can see that price has had quite a hard time breaking this area. Came back to it again, had a hard time here. Now it's short to the downside, as you can see, broke below here. So now you can see that this move was not the real move. This move was there to trap traders in the wrong side of the market. Those traders who just trading support and resistance, not understanding the pure price action, but they just trading based on support and resistance, breakout and retest and all that. So as you can see, guys, that this candlestick broke. So once this candlestick broke, what is that we want to see before we can sell this market? We want to see a retest, and then at that retest, in this era of retest, what is it that we want to see? We want to see a candlestick confirmation confirming with us that now we're shooting all the way to the downside. So before we can think of selling this market. So what is that we saw happening on Nasdaq yesterday is that we saw price shooting back into structure. As you can see that the next candlestick that opened shot back into structure. So this for me is a confirmation that okay, this was a fake out taking traders in the wrong side of the market. So now market should just come back for a retest and then continue pushing all the way to the upside. Then that's when I can say okay, now I can see because of now we have taken these traders who sold to the market here. Traders who sold to the market here, we've taken them out. And those who bought earlier here, they've been taken out because of they bought somewhere here with this candlestick rejection, and then they put their stop loss below. So they've been taken out as well. And then you can see that now we want to see price coming for a retest and continue pushing all the way to the upside. To be honest, it was not a hard day. It was not too complicated for Nasdaq yesterday. It was straightforward. It was a straightforward setup or analysis to say, because of you can see that we had this fake out and then price came back into structure, and then we want to see price forming what a retest and then coming and then giving us that entry that is our trading plan. So now you can see that what happened is that we got our entry here, and then we took the trade. We got our entry here all the way to the upside. As you can see that this is all the way where the candlestick closed. As you can see that the candlestick closed above here. As you can see that this was another confirmation for us that okay, now price might be coming back maybe for another retest before continuing to our next key area. Remember, when we are taking a trade, we enter at the key area. As you can see here, we enter here at the key area and we exit here at the key area. So if we take another trade here, we want to see ourselves exiting at this area. We really don't care what's going to happen around in this middle, but we want to see the end result as to the market. The real goal for us is that we're going to be looking for market to come to these areas here. So now you can see, let me just click the button. So now you can see that we got our retest again, and you can see that it closed above, showing us that this area is too hot for price. It couldn't really break and close below. So now we're expecting price to continue pushing all the way to the upside. Because of now we've gotten our retest. So what happened is that we see that after this retest, you can see that what happened is that the breakout and retest traders, they took this trade to the upside, and you can see that what happened, this price here, let me just put in my line, my horizontal line. If you can just notice is that here, this area here, it did hold price, even though it doesn't really occur or happen like this most of the time. But you can see that this area here did what it did, hold price above, and then eventually the next candlestick that you saw on Nasdaq is pushed all the way to the downside. So now you can see that if you entered here, you holded this trade right here, probably should have taken you somewhere here below, just below here, where you put your stop losses below the areas to secure your profit. So you probably could have been taken out by this candlestick that opened here. If you found this entry here, this second retest, so it could have been at the loss of this trade loss, as you can see. Probably maybe you would have noticed that price is holding these areas here. Maybe would have closed at a break even, or just a minor loss that you could have taken with this trade, because of once you notice that trade, once this candlestick opened, it shot to the upside and then couldn't break above, but it just kept on failing. Probably should have closed the break even, or just taken a small loss. So that's what happened on Nasdaq, guys. As you can see, that's what happened. So on US30, guys, on my other side, you can see that I already have my key areas here. I have my top here and my top area, which price didn't really come to touch it as well. You can see where I'm putting my crosshair. You can see that this is the area that held price. This is the area that held price from coming into these areas here. So now you can see what happened. We printed a bearish engulfing, and then the next candlestick that opened came back to test these areas. So this was a confirmation for us for bearish momentum on US30. So you can see that even the next candlestick that opened, before it shot to the downside, it started doing what? It started coming back for a retest, and then after a retest, it shot all the way to the downside, which is something super nice and simple. Which is something super nice and simple. And you can see that this candlestick here, this area here, looks like it's holding what? It's holding US30, as you can see. Looks like it's holding US30, this area here. But one thing that I noticed about US30 is that it's bearish, even if it can still come to these areas here to test these areas. But one thing that you need to know is that yesterday US30 was bearish. Yesterday US30 was bearish. So yeah, so for me to be taking a buying opportunity, it wasn't going to be an advisable idea. I'd rather stay out of the market and wait for that selling opportunity, because I understand pretty well how the market moves and all that. As you can see, guys, the next candlestick that opened shot all the way to the downside. To tell you that this is what I saw, that what happened is that the price or the market is bearish in terms of US30. As you can see, even on Nasdaq, that's what happened. We pushed all the way to the upside. If you didn't secure a profit, then you could have given back this profit. But because of you always in and out of the trade, you enter here at the retest, then you close your trades just maybe after somewhere here, then you are out of the trade. So this is what actually happened, guys, on US30 and on Nasdaq, as you can see. So thank you so much for staying and tuning in with us. It's your boy Fanaki Mamba. I am signing out. Let there be peace in the Middle East. Let our brothers and sisters be safe. We are out of the building, man. We are out of the building. Come on, man.